After spending 6 days driving Iceland's iconic ring road, which spans over 800 miles and circumnavigates the island, we found our way back to Reykjavik for the next leg of our Iceland adventures. With sore muscles and joints from days of sitting and hiking during the road trip, we decided to book a morning at one of Iceland's many geothermal lagoons. Sky Lagoon is a bit different from other lagoons in the area because of its 7-step ritual that takes you through a process of hot to cold temperatures. That's cold. Okay, that's enough with the exposition. Let's go.
So we got here a little bit early, so we get private changing rooms, which is something you can choose. Chris is right across the hall from me. I have my own area, private shower, private lotion, and it gives me my own steps, and then there's little lockers right outside, so we have like the whole place kind of to ourselves, and there's lots of privacy. People joke because Americans are very modest people, and we're not used to changing in front of others, so having private areas is pretty nice. I mean, I could do the group one if I had to, but I don't mind this. This is good. All right, I'm gonna change. Perfect end to a long road trip around the ring road. This is so peaceful. Granted, they let us in a few minutes early since we're filming and they don't allow professional photography gear in the lagoon, but this is really nice. Even with a group, there's a lot of little like nooks and places to kind of hang out and relax that you don't have to be around people constantly. There's little hiding places you can kind of tuck away and get a few moments of peace and quiet. I will say I'm a nervous wreck having my camera in the lagoon right now. I'm like, dear goodness, please don't let me drop this. This is our jobs and our lives. Anyway, this is so relaxing. Yeah, they said there was one guy in here working. I think we found him. Hi, how's it going? Don't mind us.
Right now is very nice. I don't know, 85, 90 degrees. It's very, very nice. Feels so great having the cool air and the warm water. What a relaxing time. I mean, granted, we're here before it opens and, you know, people do come, but the earlier, the better when you come to the Sky Lagoon. I mean, this is a really cool experience for us and we're happy to share it with you. What do you think, Sarah?
I'm happy to share this.
We're happy to go through this process for you.
To do a little test.
I mean, yeah, we need to make sure it lives up to the standard of Chris and Sarah. Whatever that is.
It's like a quintessential, you must do it in Iceland, a hot spring. And there's a few that a lot of people do. There's the Blue Lagoon, Secret Lagoon, and there's Sky Lagoon, which I feel like those are the 3 main ones. Maybe I'm missing some. But there's a whole bunch of hot spring type spas that you can do in Iceland. And this one, I got this little Icelandic lady on the plane next to me, and she was just so sweet, and she was giving me all the advice. And she said, wait, she's like, if you're gonna do a lagoon, she's like, I have the perfect one for you. So you have to do Sky Lagoon. She's like, it's newer, but it's a lot quieter, it's really beautiful, the whole experience just really adds to it. She's like, and it's right outside of Reykjavik. And so we're here. I took her word on that, and I'm so glad I did. Talking to a couple other people since we've been here, they said, yeah, the other ones are really great. You have to go. Like, Blue Lagoon, though, is very busy, very crowded. Secret Lagoon is supposed to be really good. And this one is just sort of the whole experience. Like, it's really beautiful. It's very aesthetic. It's very Nordic looking. It just has the whole, you've got the infinity pool and the rocks and the grass and the waterfalls. And you get to do the 7-step ritual, which we're going to do in a minute. But for now, we're just relaxing in the lagoon.
We know that there's 7 other steps in this lagoon, but Sarah and I have been out here for quite a while, just splashing around. And I think we're gonna have to go on to the next step because we have to show you what it's like. But we don't really want to get out of the water because we're having a lot of fun.
We're in the right place, right?
All right, so it's like 10 a.m. in the morning. They do have a bar here at the Sky Lagoon if you're interested. It's a little early for us to crack open a cold one, but maybe on a relaxing day, man, this water really makes me glow. Maybe on a relaxing day, you can get in here into the lagoon, grab a drink, and just enjoy it and relax.
I'm supposed to be filming. I'm talking. I just want to sit here and just... Somebody once told us, they're like, well, you guys aren't really like the spa kind of people. You know, you guys seem like you like to rough it a little bit more. I'm like, no. For the right price, I could be a spa person. I could do this. It's usually budget that keeps me from doing this, since it's not my own choice. We feel spoiled when we get to do little things like this. I don't ever want to grow accustomed to it, that's for sure. Whoever it was that said, well, that's not really your speed. You guys don't do a lot of like hotels or spas. I'm like, yeah, we like outdoors. We like camping. We love van life. But I like mixing it up every now and then and getting a little taste of how the other half lives. This is really not crazy expensive. Actually, I will say all the lagoons are around the same price, and it is 100% worth it. If you're gonna come to Iceland, you have to do it. And sure, there are free ones around the island, but if you wanna do like the full experience, I will say I price checked Blue Lagoon, Sky Lagoon, Forest Lagoon, Secret Lagoon, and we are doing Secret Lagoon in a later video with our group. That one was the one that was probably the most recommended because they said it's kind of in line with Blue Lagoon, but it's better because it's less crowded, it's a little bit more authentic feeling. This is just like its own type of experience where it feels very Nordic, if that makes sense. Like it has like the whole atmosphere, I guess. I mean, they've got like the little huts and you've got the whole 7-step ritual, so it feels more like a spa versus just like a hot spring or a lagoon. And I think that makes it unique. I'd say, if you're coming to Iceland and you want to relax, this is your place. My hips are sore right now from sitting in the car so much, and we have walked, but not enough. This feels good just to like stretch it out. Okay, let's go.
How cold was it?
Oh, it was really cold. It's down time. It gets your circulation going. I can feel it. It's good for you. You're supposed to sit in there longer, but we're on a time crunch because we're filming before everybody else comes in. But that's step 2. So you get really cold, you get really hot, you get really cold, and then you get really hot again in the sauna. Oh my gosh, yes. I am only 25% Finnish, but I am Finnish. And I grew up in a family who loved their saunas. I took one at least once a week, pretty much my whole life, from the time I was little all the way up. I love them, and I've always wanted to go to a Nordic country and take an official sauna. And this, I feel like, is the perfect, well, maybe my expectations are really high now of what the rest of the saunas are like in the world. But this is incredible. There's this giant wall of glass, and you are looking out over the ocean, and it's moody and gray today, and there's the rock stove, and they have this it's like a little dripper that's just dropping the perfect amount of steam onto the rocks to make it the perfect humid and warm. I don't know how hot it is, but it's hot. I can tell you probably it's at least 140 in here, at least. That's mild. But golly, this is beautiful. It smells so good. I wish I could put the smells into your living room right now because it smells so warm and wood-like and cedary, and oh my gosh. I have waited my whole life to take a sauna in a place like this. I know that sounds stupid, but it's true. And this is paradise to me. I love the lagoon, but this is just like, it's like it's warming up every single inch of my insides right now. I'm just like thawing out. It hasn't even been that cold here, but a sauna on a cold day is so good. And I know traditionally, especially the Finns, but I think a lot of Nordic people, they take a sauna and they go hop in the cold water, or they'll go hop in the snow or something. And this feels so good. It's good for you too. Saunas are so good for you.
It's really hot.
I love it.
She's really passionate about saunas, but now it's time to go to step 4. Obviously in here, we have cold mist, and it's exactly what it is. We have a sprinkler system up at the top, and it's just spraying this cold mist, and coming from the sauna, it feels really nice, really nice.
Serious question, since this is open to the outside, and there's no ceiling here, when this water sprays in the winter, it just turns to snow. I don't know.
We just finished. It's like total nap time right now. We're very just relaxed.
My skin is so soft and my face is all flushed. I just feel so good. I'm relaxed. We got here morning time. I can't imagine coming here in the evening and then also getting a drink while in there because they have a full bar and everything. And then like drinking a beer and then floating around the hot spring and then, or floating around the hot lagoon and then going home and just having the best night's sleep. Unfortunately, it is 12:30, so we have a lot of daytime ahead of us. So sometimes to muster through it, but this was such a fun experience. I can't recommend it enough. It was absolutely beautiful and it was the perfect Iceland experience. If you want that lagoon experience and you want the whole aesthetic and you want the slow pace, just to really kind of slow down and relax after a long plane ride or a long car ride, the Icelandic people know how to relax and in style. So let's go.
Highly, highly, highly recommend. Welcome to Reykjavik, Iceland. Did I say that right?
Reykjavik?
Reykjavik.
I think. We're trying. We always try really hard, y'all.
We do.
But if you've been around a while, you know that pronunciations, it's hard for us. We're working on it. This is our utmost respect for you all here in Iceland. Trying. Now we have some time to just sort of hang out. We're gonna grab dinner with friends later, and then the whole group comes in tomorrow, and we have more time in the city tomorrow as people are just getting adjusted to the time zone, and we'll have a group dinner tomorrow night. But for now, we're just gonna go walk and explore, see what the city's about. It's a pretty small town by, I guess, what we're used to in the States, but it's smaller than our hometown, which is a small town in the States. So I'm excited to go check it out. It's really quaint, really cute, very clean, very polite. I like it so far.
And it's the capital of Iceland.
It's true.
The more you know. This is one of the most iconic things here in Iceland.
Sorry, I'm reading the history of it.
Yeah, 41 years to make this church. And it kind of sits on top of Reykjavik, and you can see it at all sorts of different points throughout the city. It is a beautiful church. Inside you can see the organ, and we're not here for a concert, but
You can be.
Yeah,
They offer concerts with the organ, and the organ is massive. I actually have 2 organs in there. Just read that in my nifty little pamphlet. You can grab one on your way out the door.
But anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful church. Come down and see it. All right, now we're gonna walk a little bit more in town. So they have a saying here, which I feel like they have this saying all over the world, that if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. And I can honestly say that's very, very true, because it was clear blue skies and now clouds and rain are sort of coming in. So if you see all sorts of different weather, that's why. Hi, how are you? I'll take 1 dog.
With everything.
With everything would be great.
Anything else?
I'm really not a hot dog person. This is pretty good. Now, of course, may like it more than me. I don't really have words to say. I don't know if I know a good hot dog from a bad hot dog. This is warm and I'm cold, so that to me qualifies as a good hot dog.
So this is gonna sound weird, but it's got a little crunch just because they put all the onion down below the hot dog. So it does keep it from like being messy. It's a good hot dog. Apparently, hot dogs are really big here in Iceland. When I asked our friend why is that, he didn't know why. So they love their hot dogs, and this is one of the most popular ones here in town. There's a very famous photo of Bill Clinton eating a hot dog here. If you do plan on coming here, be prepared to wait in a line this is by far the most popular one in all of town. All right, so we just made Sarah's dream come true.
Well, half my dream.
I mean-
Still didn't meet Yancy, but one of my all-time favorite bands is Sigurós, and they are from Iceland. If you don't know who they are, they've been around for, gosh, almost 20 years now. Their music sounds like a landscape. And I first really wanted to come to Iceland when I started listening to their music back in like early high school. And I've loved that band forever. And then the frontman of it, Yancy, actually opened this perfumery here in Reykjavik. And Chris read about it on a list. I had no idea this place existed. And I said, I've got to go there. Anyway, I got my little, she said this is an Icelandic word. And it's, you click, she just said it and I was like, I'm gonna remember that. I don't remember it now. But it's essentially an Icelandic word that means the scent of the outside. They had a little story next to each one, but this one was supposed to be like after a long day outside, the smell of the grass, like cut and all these different things. So almost to me, it sounds like summer wrapped up. Like those favorite moments of summer at the end of the day when the sun's setting and you're tired and you're exhausted and everything's alive outside. That is this. And I got a little can to take home. I never buy souvenirs. This is very rare for me. That's a big deal for me.
And when she says this is a big deal for her, I mean, it's a big deal. Like, I'm the one who geeks out about gift shops. I'm like,
Oh, it's a beautiful shop.
Oh, and it was a beautiful shop,
Oh,
but
it
it's
has
me,
such a
my
mood
personality. I'm just like, let's go to the gift shop, no matter where we're at.
We never buy anything.
And we never buy anything. But Sarah, she was like beelining it through. Like, she's like, we have to go here now.
Oh my gosh.
Whenever you see a sign for donuts, you know we have to stop.
Come on, you gotta try it with me. Yeah, one.
At least these ones, I'm not gonna make any funny faces.
Go for it. It's a lot crunchier than I was expecting.
Oh, look at the honey on that.
Yeah, look at that. We got the classic, which has cinnamon, sesame, and honey on it, and it's sweet without being too sweet. They're really crunchy, but they taste like a funnel cake, kind of. They're good. Go for it. Please have some more. Please have another. Please go.
See the honey?
Oh, there it is.
Okay. I'm really
Good, good,
good.
good. Good, even. Good in there.
I just want the honey.
For behind the scenes and extra content, you can head on over to our Patreon community. Otherwise, be sure to follow on Instagram or like and subscribe here. It really helps creators like us.